Hello everyone and welcome to Kiru's online lectures. I am Kira Jhamtani and today's topic is Statistics Part 1. Now in this chapter we will be studying Introduction, Measures of Dispersion, Range, Mean Deviation. This we will cover in Part 1. Variance and Standard Deviation we will study in Part 2. Coefficient of variation we'll study in part 3. Now coming on to the introduction part, as we have already studied in statistics, the arrangement of information that we can represent it graphically or in tabular form. We have studied the measures of central tendency, that is mean, median, mode, in our previous classes. So these are what? These are measures of central tendency. Now there are some information, or we can say there are some data in which we get mean, median, same. So in that case, how can we find out whether the performance of the two players are same or not, or whose performances, how can we compare the performances of two players? So, to find out the answer of this question, we have another, we can say we have another term which describes the information, which describes which player is playing well as compared to the other. So, like when we talk about the central values, we have mean, median, mode. These are basically not sufficient to give information about a distribution. So we have another term which is variability. This is another factor which is required to be studied in statistics. So like central value, like when we calculate mean, median, mode, we look for the central value. So like central value only, we have single number, and that single number is dispersion of the distribution and various methods of determining measuring dispersion are called measures of dispersion. So in this chapter basically we have already studied mean, median, mode. Now we will study measures of dispersion, because measures of dispersion is the measure of variation in which the values of variable basically we discuss. So coming on to measures of dispersion, as we have already seen, we require some more information about anything we are talking about the information which is given in the question, which we require some more things to find out whose performance is better. So we have another thing which is dispersion, which is to be studied in statistics. So dispersion is basically measure of variation in the values of the variable, as we have seen. This dispersion basically measures degree of scatteredness of the observation in a distribution around central value. So range, we use range to measure dispersion. We use quartile deviation to measure dispersion. We also use mean deviation to measure dispersion, and we use standard deviation to measure dispersion. Now in this, in class 11th, you only have to study range, mean deviation, standard deviation. Quartile deviation, this type of dispersion we will not study over here, that will be studied in further classes. So starting with range, range is basically difference between two extremes observations of the distribution. Now let's suppose I am provided with the one observation, that is batsman B1. Now how he is scoring? So he scored 30 in first match, 90 in second, 0 in third, 64 and so on, 42, 80, 35, 117, 71. So these are the scores which are obtained by batsman B1. So if I have to calculate the range, so range is what? The maximum value minus minimum value. So therefore range will be 117 minus 0, which is 117. Coming on to next measure of dispersion, which is mean deviation. Now, as we have already studied in our previous classes, when we calculate mean, we have three types of series. The one is individual, discrete and continuous. So now we will be studying mean deviation for ungrouped, or we can say individual observation. Individual observation, let's suppose these are individual observation x1, x2, x3 till xn. These are n values of variable x. So mean deviation, always we calculate mean deviation from an average. Like average what? Median or arithmetic mean. Let's suppose if I am calculating mean deviation from median, so we will be writing m, and if we calculate mean deviation from arithmetic mean, we will write x bar. So when we have to calculate mean deviation from mean deviation from mean, or we can say from median. So when we are calculating mean deviation from mean, the formula becomes 1 by n summation of x minus x bar. So this is mod basically. Now this is the formula for ungrouped, or we can say individual observation. But mean deviation from median, if I have to calculate, so in place of x bar we will write m. That means for that particular question, first we have to calculate mean and then we will solve this one. Similarly, if we are calculating mean deviation about median, so we have to calculate first median and then we will solve it. So x minus m. So this is mean deviation about mean and median for individual observation. Coming on to question. Now as you can see, this is individual observations. So mean deviation about median we have to calculate. So for calculating median, what we do, we arrange this data in increasing order. So we'll arrange this in increasing order. We'll get 150, 210, 240, 300, 310, 320, 340. As we know over here, the number of observations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The number of observations are odd. So median will be 7 plus 1 by 2, that is 8 by 2, that is fourth term. So fourth term is median. So median is what? Fourth term, that is 300. Now what we'll do, we'll subtract all values from this median. So this is x, that is we are provided with 150, 210, 240, 300, 310, 320, 340. This is x. Now we have to calculate mod of x minus median. So mod hai, so there will be no negative values over here. 150 minus 300, it will be 150. Then 210 minus 300, 90. 240 minus 300, 60. क्योंकि mod के अंदर है तो there will be no negative values. 300 minus 300, 0. Then 10, then we have 20. 340 minus 300, it will be 40. So now what we have to do, we have to calculate sum of all these data. So its sum will be 370. So now we have to calculate mean deviation about median. So its formula is 1 by n summation of x minus m. So 1 by n, that is 1 by 7 into 370. Its answer is 52.8. So this was mean deviation about median. Coming on to mean deviation about mean. So first we'll calculate mean. So mean is, how we'll calculate mean? Sum of the observations upon total number of observations. So if I do sum of observations, 6 plus 7 13, 13 plus 10 23, 23 plus 10 35, 35 plus 13 we'll get 48, then 52, 52 plus 8 60, 60 plus 2 20, 80. So 80, total 8 observations, 80 by 8, so mean is 10. Now x and x minus this mean, this is x bar, this is mean. So we are provided with values 6, 7, 10, 12, 13. Now this is bar and this is coming in mod, so there will be no negative sign. 12, 13, 4, 8, 20. So 6 minus 10, it will be 4. 7 minus 10, 3. 10 minus 10, 0. 12 minus 10, 2. 13 minus 10, 3. And then 4 minus 10, 6. 8 minus 10, 2. 20 minus 10, 10. So this is what? X minus x bar. So we'll now calculate its sum. So its sum is 10, 12, 18, 20, 23, 26 and 30. So its sum is what? 30. So mean deviation about mean, this will be 1 by n summation of x minus x bar. So it is 1 by 8 into 30, which is 3.75. So here we learnt mean deviation about median and mean for individual series, that is for ungrouped data. Now coming on to mean deviation of a discrete series. So when we are provided with a discrete series, again we have two types of mean deviation. One is about median and other is about mean. So when we'll calculate mean deviation about median, so formula is same, 1 by n. Here we'll do summation of f into x minus median is there, so m. If same thing में mean deviation about mean we have to find, so it will be 1 by n. This is again mod only, 1 by n summation of x mod of x minus x bar. So these are the formulas which we have to remember, and we already know how to calculate mean and median for discrete frequency distribution. Coming on to the question part. So over here we are provided with x and f. So here first of all we have to calculate mean deviation about mean. So I'll be writing data like this, x and f. So x is 3, 9, 17, 23, 27. This is 8, 10, 12, 9, 5. So first of all we have to find fx. Why fx? Because we have to calculate mean. So for fx we'll do 3 into 8 24, 9 into 10 90, 17 into 12 it will be 204, 23 into 9 it will be 207, 27 into 5 it will be 135. Its summation is 660. Summation of f if I calculate, which is 44. So I'll calculate mean over here. So formula for mean is summation fx by summation f, which is 660 by 44. So this is equals to 15. So now we'll make next column in which we'll calculate x minus x mean. So 3 minus 15 with mod रहेगा, 3 minus 15 it will be 12, 9 minus 15 it will be 6, 17 minus 15 2, 23 minus 15 8, 27 minus 15 12. Then next column we have to calculate f into mod of x minus x bar. So 8 into 12 96, 10 into 6 60, 12 into 2 24, 9 into 8 72, 12 into 5 60. So iska summation I'll get what? 312. So mean deviation about mean, we'll write like this. About mean we are calculating 1 by n, where n is what? Summation of f. it will be. So 1 by n summation of f into x minus x bar. So it is 1 by n over here is the summation f. So it will be 1 by 44 into 312 because summation of f into x minus x mean is 312. So we'll get 312 by 44 which is equal to 7.09. So this is how we calculated mean deviation about mean of discrete frequency table. Coming on to next question, next is we have to calculate mean deviation about median. So now the data is given to us, again we'll find median. So for calculating median of this discrete frequency distribution, we have to first calculate cumulative frequency. So this is x and f given to us. We'll be calculating cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency we'll find and then we'll calculate x minus median and then we'll calculate f into x minus median. I'm repeating again and again, this thing is in mod. So x values of x is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Frequency 7, 3, 8, 5, 6, 8, 4, 9. We have to calculate cumulative frequency. For calculating cumulative frequency, this 7 will be written as it is 7. Then we'll add 7 plus 3, 10, 10 plus 8, 18, 18 plus 5, 23, 23 plus 6, 29, 29 plus 8, it will be 37, 37 plus 4, 41, this is 50. Now ये जो last में आया, ये इसी का ही summation रहता है. This 50, now then what we'll do, n by 2, n by 2 that means 50 by 2 मतलब 25. So 25 will lie where? It will lie over here because it is 23 say 25 is greater than 25, so it will lie over here in this class. So this x is what m is, this x is median, that means median over here is 30. So now we'll subtract median, क्या आ गया हमारे पास, median is 30. So now we'll subtract each value by median. 10 minus 30 it will be 20, 15 minus 30 15, 20 minus 30 10, then 5, then 0, then again 5, 40 minus 30 10, 45 minus 15. Next column which we have to make, that is f. So 7 into 20 140, 3 into 15 it will be 45, 8 into 10 80, 5 into 5 25, 6 into 0 6, 8 into 5 40, then again 4 into 10 40, 9 into 15 is 135. So its summation is coming out to be 505. Now we have to calculate mean deviation about median. So we'll write like this, 1 by n summation of f into x minus median. So 1 by n is 1 by 50 into 505. So it will come out to be 10.1. So in this part we studied mean deviation about mean and median of discrete frequency distribution. Now coming on to mean deviation of grouped or continuous frequency. So for calculating mean deviation, formula is same. Like let's suppose if I have to calculate mean deviation about mean, so formula will be 1 by n summation of f into mod of x minus x bar only. Similarly, if I have to calculate mean deviation about median, so it will be 1 by n summation of f into mod of x minus median. But over here what happens for grouped or continuous frequency, the formula for median and mean are different. For grouped or continuous frequency, the formula for median is L plus n by 2 minus PCF upon f into h, where L is lower limit of the median class, PCF is previous cumulative frequency and f is frequency. Formula for mean is summation fx by f, summation f. Now the point is how to calculate over here x. So x is basically class mark, which is calculated by upper limit plus lower limit upon 2. Let's suppose the continuous frequency is 0 to 10. So its x will be 0 plus 10 by 2, which is 10 by 2 is 5. Similarly 10 to 20, so it will be 20 plus 30 by 2, which is 15. So this is how we have to calculate class mark, then we have to calculate median, and then we have to calculate mean deviation about median. If we have to calculate mean deviation about mean, so first we'll calculate mean and then we'll calculate mean deviation about mean. Coming on to question. So here the question is we have to calculate mean deviation about median. So class interval which we are provided over here is 0 to 6, 6 to 12, 12 to 18, 18 to 24 and 24 to 30. The frequency of this class interval also we are provided, which is 8, 10, 12, 9, 5. So here first we will calculate class mark. As I said before, class mark is upper limit plus lower limit upon 2, 0 plus 6 by 2, which is 3, 6 plus 12, 9, 18 by 2, 9, then it will come out to be 15, then 21 and then 27. This is how we calculated x. Now since over here we have to calculate median, so we'll first find cumulative frequency and then we'll do x minus, this is x we got, x minus median, and then this is under mod f into mod of x minus median. Formula will be same, only median ka formula which I said before, that formula will keep for finding median. So cumulative frequency 8 as it is will write, then 8 plus 10 18, 18 plus 20 30, 30 plus 9 39, then 44. So the summation of f is also 44. Now as we have to calculate median, so I'll find first n by 2, which is 44 by 2, which is 22. So n is 22. Now where this 22 will lie? It will lie over here. So here this 12 is L and this is your F and 18 is PCF. Now the formula which I said before, L plus n by 2. So median will be L. L is what? 12 plus n by 2, which is 22, minus PCF. PCF is 18 upon frequency of the median class, that is 12, into H. H is over here, that is class size, that is 6. So on solving it, we'll get median to be 14. So median की value हमारे पास आ गई, that is 14. So now x minus median, that is 3 minus 14. So that is 11, 9 minus 14, 5, 15 minus 14, 1, 21 minus 14, 7, 27 minus 14, 30. Now we'll multiply f into x minus m, 8 into 11, 88, 10 into 5, 50, then 12, then 63, then 65. तो इसका sum क्या आया? Which is 278. So now we have to calculate mean deviation about median. So 1 upon n, which is 1 by 44, summation of f into x minus m, which is 278. So the answer is 278 divided by 44, which is equals to 6.318. Now coming on to next. So the next question is we have to find mean deviation about mean. So here we'll write class, then we'll write x, we'll find x, and then we'll write f, then x minus x mean, then f into x minus x mean we'll calculate. So class interval is 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70 and 70 to 80. Frequency corresponding to this class interval are 2, 3, 8, 14, 8, 3, 2. Class mark is 30 by 2, which is 15. 50 by 2, 25. Similarly, here we'll get 35, 45, 55, 65 and 75. So now since we have to find mean, so we'll make one more column in which we'll calculate fx. So for calculating fx, we'll multiply f and x. So 15 into 2, 30, then 25 into 2, 3, 75, 35 into 8, which is 280. Similarly, then we'll get 630, 55 into 8, we'll get 440. Then 65 into 3 will get 195, 75 into 2 will get 150. So iska summation will get out to be 1800, and here the summation of f is 40. So mean is summation fx upon summation f, which is 1800 by 40. So this is 45. Now we'll find x minus mean, that is 15 minus 45, 30, 25 minus 45, 20, 35 minus 45, 10, 0, then 10, then again 65 minus 40, 20, 30. Multiplication f into x minus x mean, 2 into 30, 60, 3 into 20, 60, 8 into 10, 80, 0, फिर 80, 3 into 10, 20 will be 60, 2 into 30 will be 60. So iska summation we have to find, which is 400. So now we have to calculate mean deviation about mean, that is 1 by n summation of f mod of x minus x mean. So 1 by n, that is 1 by 40 into 400. So here the answer which we'll get, it will be 10. So in today's video we studied range, we studied measures of dispersion, that is range, and we studied mean deviation about mean and median for all three series, that is for individual, discrete and continuous series. Hope you guys are finding videos helpful. So do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.